Nick Vogelsang celebrated a $100,000 victory in the Super Bowl High Roller. Today, the stakes and pressure doubles as Prime proudly presents the 15th annual High Roller from the Showboat Hotel in Las Vegas. Welcome to the lanes here at the Showboat and this 1996 High Roller. Wonderful to be with you. Hello again, everybody. Jay Randolph alongside Randy Peterson, touring professional, to analyze the action for us this afternoon. Well, we're playing for $375,000, $200,000 first prize. How are these fellas going to handle the pressure?
Well, you know, there's a couple of guys on the telecast that have a lot of experience, but, you know, with this kind of money, you never know what's going to happen.
In the first match, we have a youngster, Shannon Buchan, and he's going against Bill Rowe.
Shannon Buchan, just 22 years old. He's got to be real excited bowling for this kind of money. And Billy Rowe, I bowled against Billy Rowe. He's got a ton of international experience. Throws a big hook ball. He can throw a lot of strikes.
In our second match, it is Mike Truitt against David Neal.
Mike Truitt has a lot of tour experience, I think about 13 years, and he's the oldest player on the telecast, so a lot of experience. And David, he's got some high roller experience. I think he finished 9th in the January high roller.
In our third match, we'll have the Consolation as the two losers get together to decide who finishes third and fourth. And then the championship, and the #1 bowler will receive $200,000.
A lot of money.
All right, we're ready to go. Good to be here with you at the Showboat, and we'll be back with our opening match. It's going to be Shannon Buchan against Bill Rowe. That's coming up right after this.
Absolute power corrupts. Abso-frickin-lutely!
It's not enough to love the game. You gotta love to win.
Don't roll with the punches. Throw them.
Yes, you too can be part of the most exciting amateur bowling competition. It's the High Roller Tournament with an incredible $200,000 first place prize. And that's not all. With the many sweeper events, who knows how much you can win. For information on how you can be part of this thrilling event, and for dates, entry fees, and eligibility requirements for this and all High Roller events, call 800-257-6179.
Getting the proper feel is important to every bowler. Grip inserts provide you with that proper feeling on every shot. That's why today's top professionals choose only Contour Power Grips. And you should too.
Contour Power Grips, manufactured by the pioneers in the finger grip industry, Pro Sports Systems. More pros choose Contour Power Grips. You should too. Ask your Pro Shop professional for Contour Power Grips, the grips that legends use.
The High Roller is brought to you by Brunswick. Bowling is sold on Brunswick worldwide. By the Showboat Hotel, Casino, and Bowling Center. Make plans to stay at the all-new Showboat on your next visit to Las Vegas. By Contour Power Grips, the pioneers of the finger grip industry. More pros choose Contour Power Grips. You should too. And by the High Roller. For the best in Megabucks events, choose the High Roller Tournament Series. Ready to go in match 1, Shannon Buchan and Bill Rowe. And it will be the young man from Iowa who will start it off for us. Buchan from Waterloo, Iowa. A student at the University of Northern Iowa. He's just 22 years old. Way for him to get underway.
Yeah, it's a pretty impressive start for such a young guy bowling for this kind of money. 10 in the pit.
We have a $10,000 bonus for the 300 game presented by our friends at Contour Power Grips. Bill Rowe from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. And he gets them all.
Yeah, pretty good break there, Jay. Trips the 4-pin on a little bit of a high head. With all those revs that Billy throws, sometimes you get fortunate breaks like that.
A little bit of contrasting styles here in this first match. His high game this week, 247. Rowe, a student at Mohawk College. He just won his 6th sweeper this year here. A little high. Rowe in his first match of the high roller was down 35 pins in the 6th frame, and he ended up winning that match by 37, and that may have been an omen.
Yeah, you know, it's true. You're that far down in a match, and then to come back and win it by that many pins, it's...
He's looking now at the 3-6-10. All right.
Pretty straight at that 3-6-10, Jay. You notice he hooks the ball out on his first ball, but pretty good rule of thumb. Straighter you throw it at spares, a little easier it is to convert them.
Buchan, a high game of 235. He's the youngest of the 4 finalists here. Well, he doesn't seem to be bothered with any pressure at this point. Of course, it's early on.
Pretty conventional game here, Jay. 5-step approach. Nice push away. Backswing's a nice high backswing, just over his head. Notice how steady his head stays, and pretty good finish there.
He can go up by 20 with a strike. Came up a little short. The 2-5.
Yeah, this shot here, Jay, either gets it a little right or doesn't quite get enough of it, and the ball just goes a pinch long for the 2-5. Fortunate though, he kicked the bucket out. Much tougher split, or much tougher spare when you're shooting 4 of them rather than 2 of them.
Oh boy, he used the same ball.
Well, he throws it straight to begin with, and he just threw this one a little harder than his strike ball, and the ball just right at the end tips just a little bit in the back end, enough to chop that spare.
Bill Rowe. Bill leading by 4. Left the 10.
Well, that shot there, pretty good shot. The ball gets there just a hair late, leaves the weak 10.
We're using brand new pins here.
Billy playing right around between the 4th and 5th arrow. And as you can see, this ball finishing just a hair late, but the 6-pin almost bounced out of the gutter to catch the 10. He'll throw this straight and hard.
Rowe leading by 3. The semifinals of the 15th annual high roller here at the Showboat Hotel, Casino, and Bowling Center in Las Vegas. Along with Randy Peterson, Jay Randolph. Some exciting action lies ahead for us. We'll return with more of the high roller from Vegas after we take time out for these messages.
Take strokes off your game, guaranteed.
Jack Nicklaus's personal technique that helps straighten slices.
Take strokes off your game, guaranteed.
Dave Peltz's revolutionary technique that has even the pros putting more accurately.
Take strokes off your game, guaranteed.
Get out of sand without sweat. Greg Norman's Earth Mover Secret shows you how, guaranteed. Now take 2, 3, 4, even more strokes off your game with the secrets you'll get in your free issue of Golf Magazine.
Take strokes off your game, guaranteed.
Master teacher Jim McLean's simple secret to longer, straighter tee shots every time. Call now to get your free issue of Golf Magazine, plus receive your free Golf Magazine umbrella. Shoot lower, play better, or you don't pay. That's the Golf Magazine guarantee. Call now for your free no-obligation issue of Golf Magazine. If you decide to subscribe, get 11 more issues, 12 in all, for just $16.97. Plus this Golf Magazine umbrella free with your paid subscription. Call now.
The RPMs are racing, and it's full speed ahead. The toughest drivers hit the track, putting their skills and their bikes to the test in the race of the week. World Superbikes, Sunday on your regional sports network.
Shannon Buchan trails by 3. The strike.
Well, Shannon needs to start doing a lot more of that.
He's very focused for his age, very mature at this point in the match for a young man who is 22 and playing in his first Megabucks event. A little warm under those lights.
He's handling the pressure pretty well this far.
Indeed he is. A young man from Waterloo, Iowa, out where the tall corn grows.
This shot here, he makes sure that he gets a little more of this one. A little light, rips the 5 into the 7. He likes it.
Now Rowe is down by 7. Rowe, who has bowled for Canada in international competition.
It's a power game for you. Starts with his hand really cupped underneath the ball. Gets the ball into the swing a little later than most. He's got so you can see that where his wrist is cupped at the top of the swing and then really rips through it at the bottom. It'd be interesting to see what happens on the left line. The shot before, the last shot was just dead flush. The shot before on 51 where he tripped the 4-pin. He's taking a re-rack. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not he makes an adjustment on this line.
Match play average at 209. Opponent's average 188. Rowe, who won a gold medal in the Pan Am Games in '95 for Canada and a silver medal in the World Championships in Reno. Oh my, that was way out there and it almost got back.
Well, at least at 2-7, it could have been worse. Like I said before, you know, he tripped the 4-pin the frame before that on that lane. This shot just gets way right of target, and I tell you what, this could have been a lot worse. It barely catches the head pin, and he's lucky he didn't leave the 10-pin with the 2-7.
Well, a little chink in the armor there.
Yeah, not a good time for that to happen.
Buchan, a business management major at the University of Northern Iowa, up by 11. His superstition is his black amber zone. It has been so good to him. He says it's his money ball. Yes, indeed. Well, I wonder why he's not using that amber zone, but whatever he's got out there now is working very nicely for him.
Yeah, I'll say. You know, it's a lot of confidence being showed by this young man. He's just getting up there and flushing every ball in the right lane so far, and he's really put the heat on Billy Rowe.
A lot of his friends wanted him to stay home in Iowa and shuck corn this week. Instead, he decided to come out here and see if he could make some cash.
Good choice.
Oh, and a little break there, and he's feeling it.
Yeah, you can see that with each shot, he's getting more and more confident. This ball here looks like it's going to be a little light, and it just turns the corner at the last minute. The 5.
We'll return with more from the Showboat in Las Vegas right after this.
Welcome to the Showboat Hotel, Casino, and Bowling Center in Las Vegas. Whether you're staying in one of our comfortable remodeled guest rooms, enjoying the fine dining in one of our restaurants, taking in the friendly, bright atmosphere, or bowling on 106 state-of-the-art lanes in America's most famous bowling center, you're sure to enjoy your stay. Be part of the action by calling 1-800-876-BOAT.
Yes, you too can be part of the most exciting amateur bowling competition. It's the High Roller Tournament with an incredible $200,000 first place prize. And that's not all. With the many sweeper events, who knows how much you can win. For information on how you can be part of this thrilling event, and for dates, entry fees, and eligibility requirements for this and all High Roller events, call 800-257-6179.
You only get 15 minutes of fame.
Unless you take someone else's.
11 strikes down. 10 pins up. 1 ball to go.
Here is Bill Rowe, trailing now by 31 pins.
Billy needs to start getting it going here.
Oh my, disaster. If you were going to pick a favorite from this foursome, it probably would have been Rowe, wouldn't it?
Well, I would have picked him with all the experience that he has. I mean, he's a great player, you know, Canadian national champion, but you know, by the looks of the ball reaction, you know, the lanes look like they're a little touchy for him, and you know, when they're tough, straighter's greater. So
one of his superstitions is the line about if it isn't broke, don't fix it, and if it's working, don't stop doing it. Right now, it's not working, and this young man, Shannon Buchan, is in the driver's seat. But remember that story. Rowe was down 35 in the 6th frame in his opening match and ended up winning by 37. Right now, he is down 43. Yep, he's really struggling.
yeah, you know, it looks to me that the lanes are just not real receptive to hooking it a lot or going around the lane a lot, and it looks like the straighter or the more on line you can keep the ball, the better off you are. You start circling the lane or hooking it a lot, it looks like you're going to run into trouble, and Billy's obviously right there.
He's left the 1, 2, 4, 6, 10.
A couple different ways to shoot this.
Got it.
That's obviously one of the ways.
Well, that's got to be a little boost for him. He was in deep trouble, and he still is.
He opts for going right of the head pin and then having the ball deflect into the 610, and he made it perfect.
Here's a closer look, a bird's eye view of those Brunswick pins. Shannon Buchan. The 10-pin standing.
You know, good shot though. I mean, he's keeping the ball in play. He's not gonna beat himself. He left himself an easy spare, and again playing that more direct line to the pocket.
This fella is just 22 years old, as I mentioned, the youngest competitor in our finals, yet he has 25 sanctioned 300 games.
Same ball, a little straighter and a lot more ball speed to keep it on line, and pretty good conversion.
The lead is 42 for Buchan. He started bowling when he was 5 years old.
I don't remember 5 years old. That was a long time ago for me.
Well, believe me, you know I don't. His highest sanctioned series, 855. And that is a little short.
Yeah, that was a little bit further right of the shot before last on that lane, and you can see what happens. And it's the same thing with Bill Rowe. You know, this ball looks like it's right of where he's been playing on that lane, and this ball just never bites the lane, and he leaves the nice little 1-2 1, 2, 6, 10. And you notice, you get it a little bit right, and the ball wants to hang.
Well, of course, under the television lights, the lane's ever changing.
Yeah, the strange things happen under the lights, the heat. The bowling balls have a lot to do with the conditioner oil moving around. So
Rowe finished in the top 8 in this tournament in 1992. Leaves the 10. In 92, Bill left a solid 8 to miss the final championship, being one of the 4 competitors. He has struggled here. Young Mr. Buchan has done quite a job, and Rowe just has struggled something fierce. The lead is 27. This match over in reality.
Yeah, but I think, the important thing is for Billy Rowe to regroup and gain from this match and regroup for the consolation match.
$25,000 for fourth, $50,000 for third. So the $25,000 difference there, and that's, as they say here in Las Vegas, a lot of scratch.
Lots of scratch. Don't kid yourself. This guy's a quality player, and he'll make the proper adjustments he'll need to make for that consolation match. As you see right there, he switched balls into a strike ball. But this guy's a quality player.
166 for Bill Rowe.
Another good shot.
A very impressive performance for young Shannon Buchan.
Yeah, this guy, he's not afraid of anybody. He's going out there 22 years old, all this money on the line. He just wham, wham, wham.
Just another day at the office.
Yeah. Too young to be afraid, I think.
This is one of the few bowling shows where you lose and come back to bowl later. Randy, earlier you talked to Kurt McKee about Brunswick.
Okay, I'm here with Brunswick tour consultant Art McKee, and we have 3 different drilling configurations and 3 different bowling balls. Some of the drilling configurations that I use on tour, and Art's going to kind of go through them and explain to you the different types of reaction you can get with these drillings. Art?
Randy, thanks for having me. I've grabbed 3 balls out of your arsenal today, and I'm going to give a little demonstration. First, we've got the Sage Tour Quantum, which in this case we have designed for oily lanes. The pin is 4.5 inches from the axis above the finger, and the extra hole 2 1/4 below increases the back end strength a little. The second ball is more for a medium lane condition. It's the Black Ice Danger Zone with the pin 4.5 inches again from the axis below the finger this time, which doesn't give quite as much length, no extra hole, and gives them that medium arc on the back end. And third ball here for drier conditions, we have a Black Danger Zone polished up, pin above the fingers 5 1/4 from the axis, and this is going to give you a little more length with a medium arc on the back.
Artie, thanks a lot. I couldn't do it without you week to week. And for those of you at home, if you're having trouble at home in your leagues with your ball reaction, maybe all you need to do is change your drilling. Go to your local pro shop and experiment a little bit with different drilling so you can get a different reaction, and I think that'll probably help a lot of you out.
Buchan is guaranteed at least $100,000. A 51-pin victory over Bill Rowe. We'll be back with our second match right after these messages.
cannot live another day without air conditioning.
Says tomorrow's gonna be hotter.
Hotter?
Like yesterday.
Yesterday? Yesterday you said you'd call Sears.
I'll call today.
You call now.
I'll call now.
Now's the time to save on Sears installed central air conditioning. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, and no payments until October with the Sears Charge Home Improvement Plan. Call now for a free in-home estimate on a Kenmore air conditioning system. State-of-the-art engineering means greater energy efficiency. A new Kenmore could save 10 to 44% on your annual cooling costs. In time, even pay for itself. Sears also offers fast emergency installation, a 5-year warranty on parts and labor, plus our satisfaction guarantee. And you know Sears will be there to back it up. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, no payments until October. Offer ends July 31st, so call now and save with Sears.
So what's the paper say about tomorrow?
Another scorcher.
Cool.
Second semifinal match. David Neal on the left and Mike Truitt on the right. The winner of this match to meet Shannon Buchan for $200,000. Truitt begins at age 45, the oldest of our competitors. Former touring pro, 13 years on the PBA Tour. Ooh, got a little kickback there. He'll take it.
Almost a solid 8, except that he comes off the wall and disintegrates it. If you notice that he took very little time on the approach. Watch this. I don't even know what pin it is. It looks like one of those white ones that came over and hit that.
One of those Brunswicks down there, huh? You're talking about time. We have a 25-second clock. If you don't get it done in that amount of time, you get a warning. Next time around, it costs you $1,000.
Don't delay, throw it today.
And nice going for David Neal from Kansas City, 37 years old. David is an electronic assembler at Allied Signal Aerospace. These fellas had to win 10 matches. It's a real grind.
Yeah, you know, it's almost like the hard part of the tournament's over. I mean, like, they're going to make a lot of money regardless of where they finish it. Hard to say how much pressure there really is on them.
Oh, my, wow.
Almost a great break. The 2-pin tripping forward, it's kind of wiggling at him. A little light in the pocket. Head pin goes to the wall, and I think it's the 4-pin that tries to roll forward and just, oh, it's thinking about it. No. Pretty easy spare.
Mike Truitt, whose nickname is Rocky, from Rockford, Illinois. Here's what they're bowling for. $375,000 in prize money. We had nearly 1,200 bowlers in this event. Over $2 million in prize money distributed. Oh, yes. Truitt's kind of on a mission, Randy. His mother, Chris, passed away 11 weeks ago, and he told us that he feels she's watching here this week.
Well, yeah, it's you know, he's bowling on a lot of emotion right now, and a lot of times, you know, when you under that kind of situation, a lot of times good things happen, and Mike's in a very good situation today. Mike just took a re-rack.
224 match play average. Truitt can go up by 20 with a strike. He's had to miss a couple of airplanes because he's still here. He called his captain. He works in the fire department in Rockford, Illinois, and they've let him stay an extra couple of days under the circumstances. He works at Station 9, and he appreciates the opportunity to come out here. He's not thrilled with what he's looking at down there. You see anything?
Well, it's kind of hard from our vantage point. It actually looks pretty good to me, so...
Well, here we go again.
I see 10 of them.
Yes, indeed. There they are. And here he goes. And down they go. Up by 20.
Pretty good start.
We have the Contour Power Grips 300 game bonus, $10,000 to the first person in this event that can put a 300 game up. Neal averaging 215 in the match play.
Interesting to see how he handles the heat with Mike Truitt's good start. That's pretty good.
Very good indeed.
Starts with the ball position fairly low. 5-step approach. Good push away. Backswing's a little short, and right at the foul line, he stands up on it a little bit. Just raises up slightly, but it, it works real good for him, obviously. This last shot here just gets in there and just saws the rack.
All 4 of the semifinalists are under 6 feet. All 4 right-handers. And another strike. And we'll return with more of the 15th annual High Roller from Las Vegas right after this.
Yes, you too can be part of the most exciting amateur bowling competition. It's the High Roller Tournament with an incredible $200,000 first place prize. And that's not all. With the many sweeper events, who knows how much you can win. For information on how you can be part of this thrilling event, and for dates, entry fees, and eligibility requirements for this and all High Roller events, call 800-257-6179.
Welcome to the Showboat Hotel, Casino, and Bowling Center in Las Vegas. Whether you're staying in one of our comfortable remodeled guest rooms, enjoying the fine dining in one of our restaurants, taking in the friendly, bright atmosphere, or bowling on 106 state-of-the-art lanes in America's most famous bowling center, you're sure to enjoy your stay. Be part of the action by calling 1-800-876-VOTE.
So you're building that deck with Time Life to help you along. You might want to add some built-in benches. Page 50. How about a brick patio? Guaranteed weed-proof and a lot easier on your checkbook than some contractor would be.
Do it yourself and save big bucks with Time Life's all-new home repair and improvement. Now just $1.99.
Those new countertops sure look good, and doing it yourself probably saved a bundle. So you could do that built-in recycling bench you wanted. Step by step, Time Life makes it easy.
Call now and try decks, porches, and patios free for 15 days. Keep it for just $1.99. Then examine other volumes. Keep just the ones you want. Use your credit card and get this Stanley tape measure free.
Home repair makes you a real hero around the house. So why don't you give them a call? They'd probably love to hear from you.
Call 1-800-959-7676 to order decks, porches, and patios for just $1.99 plus $3.95 shipping and handling. To get your free Stanley tape measure, have your credit card ready. That's 1-800-959-7676.
Mike Truitt has it on the way. And another strike. Truitt, who told me his hobbies are his family first and then golf and fishing.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, an engaging gentleman, he really is. He owns a pro shop in the Cherry Bowl in Rockford, Illinois. A lot of experience, 36 years of bowling, and he's got the 4-bagger, and remember, it's $10,000.
It looks like he's either asking for another re-rack or that, I think, yeah, he's asking for another re-rack, Jay.
Yeah, Brad Edelman, the tournament director, chatting with him. And he gave him the re-rack.
Yeah, it's watch how little time Mike takes when he steps up on the approach. I mean, he gets set and he goes.
No nonsense, is it?
No.
Contour Power Grips, that 300 game bonus again, $10,000. Let's see if he can keep it going. Indeed he does.
Mike was concerned with the 5-pin being a little off spot on lane 51, and I'll tell you what, when you throw him where he just threw that one, it doesn't matter where the 5-pin is. It's going to go
trailing by 30 pins. One of Neal's biggest thrills was participating in the PBA US Open in '83. Well, he's hanging in there.
That was a big shot. I mean, He's got a guy throwing 5 in a row at him, and he just kind of steps up there and goes, oh, well, whatever, and he just gets up there and throws a beautiful shot for a 3-bagger.
Both of these bowlers have appeared in the high roller here before. Neal last year. And his highest finish has been 8th. And of course, Mike Truitt was 5th in the age 40 to 49 bracket. Little off target there, and he leaves the 3-6-10.
Yeah, that ball was left out of his hand the whole way, and he knows it. At the bottom of the swing, it looked like his hand turned early, and this ball was left and going left. Fortunate to not leave a split on that hit.
Picked it up.
Well done.
Well, let's see if he can make it 6 in a row. He's up 33, would go up 43 with the strike, and still be going for that Contour Power Grip 300 game bonus. All right. Outstanding play from Mike Truitt.
Pretty standard straight-up game. He takes very little time on the approach. Starts with his hand a little on the side of it. Basic 5-step approach. Shoulders and upper body stay real level. Level high backswing. And a real good finish. Just stays right there. Just a hair raising up at the bottom of the swing. But tell you what, this guy throws a lot of strikes that way.
That was a little high. Yeah, you could see that one coming. So the string is stopped as he leaves the 3-6-7-10.
This ball drifting high. And he doesn't get the break of getting the 7-pin out of there. The key here is to cover the 3-6-10, and in doing so, trying to slide the 3-pin over into the 7-pin.
Good try. A good run for Mike Truitt. And he has a 17-pin lead. We'll return with more in a moment.
There is a place pilots talk about, but few have ever been. It's a place where training, aircraft design, indeed a pilot's ability to stay cool, are put to the absolute test. Presenting the Challenge of Flight, an exclusive new series that takes you where no aviation videos have ever gone before. Start with Final Approach. Be there when it all goes wrong, when raw power, fear, and the ejection seat is all the pilot has left. In incredible detail and first-hand accounts, you'll see what happens low and slow over a pitching carrier deck. Gear up with nowhere to go. And in the bunker when you test how bad it can be. Be an eyewitness to history as you watch exclusive footage declassified and released here for the very first time. Order your copy of Final Approach and go where few pilots have ever been before.
Call now to order a special preview video of the entire Challenge of Flight series for only $5 and get these aviator sunglasses free. Call now.
Poise. Power. The search is on for world-class bowling. It's as simple as the ABC World Team Bowling Challenge with a new stop every week on this regional sports network.
Ernie Schlegel here this afternoon, the 96 Masters champion, representing our friends from Contour Power Grips who are offering that $10,000 bonus. Betty Morris there alongside. Back to the bowling here, David Neal.
Might kind of let him off the hook a little the last frame with an open. See if David takes advantage of it.
Looks good, and it got the job done.
Good shot. Yeah, half pocket zone and just rips the rack.
Neal down by 17, but he can cut the lead to 7 here.
So lane 51 seems to be the tougher of the two lanes.
Well, he leaves the 10 pin.
The ball looked like it started a little early. Let's look. Let's see. Right over the second arrow, which is where he's been kind of all day, and the ball just hooks high. Looked like it started a little bit early. The break, though, just only leaving the 10 pin. Change balls to a harder ball.
Back to Mike Truitt. He has a daughter, Jennifer, who's 24, son Dan, who's 20, and his wife Janet. Live in Rockford, Illinois, as I mentioned. Just a little high with that one. .610 leave.
What do you think? Maybe a little pressure getting to him?
Well, I think you get down to the wire in these semifinal matches, and maybe you get to thinking a little too much. He's up by 17. One of Mike's bowling thrills over the years was to bowl in the PBA Nationals at Toledo, Ohio a few years ago. Neal looking on now. They're taking another gander at those pins. No re-rack this time. Very, very, very nice.
That's a big strike there. Your 9th frame set obviously sets up the 10th frame. You want to strike, and they call it the foundation frame. Around the second arrow again, but this shot stays on line, and he gets the nice 6 pin into the 10 pin. Kick that 10 out of there. You don't want that there.
Neal could strike out for a 237. He trails by 17 pins, working on the spare. You're seeing here in this match something that we're seeing more and more of. These devices that the players are wearing on their arms and hands, they almost look like RoboCop.
Well, the stuff that these two guys have on today, it, basically immobilizes the wrist completely. Their wrists aren't moving at all. And I think it's good in a way. You want to eliminate any type of unnecessary movement, but then again, you don't want to be too restricted. This is a big shot on the tough lane.
Got him. Wow. Nice comeback here by David Neal.
On his tough lane, or the lane that I consider to be the tougher of the two lanes, obviously made an adjustment and kicked the 10 out. One more strike here, and he forces Mike to get the first hit in the 10th.
Before that strike, Neal only had 1 strike on lane 51. The winner of this match will play in the championship against young Shannon Buchan. Outstanding play from 37-year-old David Neal of Kansas City.
Quite impressive. Almost left a solid 8 on that hit. All I need here is good count to force Mike Truitt to get the first hit in the 10th.
Seven or better makes Truitt have to strike to win. Little high. Well, he got 8. friends here rooting for him. And now, Mike Truitt needs a strike for victory. The winner, David Neal. Well, a very disappointed Mike Truitt.
You see that ball looked a little left at the arrows and just drifts high, leaving the 4-7.
So it's going to be Truitt against Rowe in our consolation match.
Wow.
And we will have Shannon Buchan and David Neal going for the top prize. Exciting action from this 15th annual High Roller in Las Vegas. There's the reaction from David Neal as he gained victory here and a chance for $200,000. We'll return with more right after these messages.
Turn up the volume. It's Classical Thunder, the most explosive collection of music you've ever heard. Get Classical Thunder on 2 cassettes for just $14.99 or 2 compact discs for $16.99. Then you can preview other Classical Favorites albums, satisfaction guaranteed. Classical Thunder. Call now.
To order Classical Thunder, call 1-800-720-5353 or send $14.99 for 2 cassettes or $16.99 for 2 CDs, plus $3.50 shipping to the address on your screen.
From the classic and today, this is where champions play. The best of the best head to the nation's capital, heating up the court and hoping to bring home the championship in the Lake Mason Tennis Classic. Today's stars, tomorrow's legends, prime tennis. Semifinal action begins Saturday on this regional sports network.
I'm joined by Jack Cook, the man who runs the bowling operation here at the Showboat, and another remarkable high roller.
Thanks, Jay. It's been a great week for the High Roller. We've been the proud sponsor of the High Roller since its inception in 1982. We've seen it grow each year. We've been up to 5 High Roller tournaments during the year, and yesterday we just signed an agreement for yet a 6th High Roller tournament to be in August of next year.
The Showboat has made a remarkable effort, too, in a new venture that is your backing of the Senior Tour.
Jay, we're so proud to be a part of the PBA. You know, we're the oldest sponsor on the PBA Tour, and we just announced an agreement with the PBAs to be the umbrella sponsor of the PBA Senior Tour. And what that will include is 10 shows on Prime in 1997 and 1998 for the seniors. Also, we're bringing back the King of the Hill matches. It will be the first match in the last 5 shows on ABC in 1997 and 98. And soon to be announced is a program which will allow an amateur bowler to come to Showboat in 1998 and at the Showboat Invitational throw 1 ball for $1 million.
You just did announce it. Good luck to you, Jack.
Thanks, Jay.
Consolation, Bill Rowe and Mike Truitt. $50,000 for 3rd, $25,000 for 4th, and Truitt has it on the way and has a problem right off the bat. He's got to be trying to fight a bit of remorse right here after what happened to him.
Well, yeah, that's true, Jay. There's still $50,000 to bowl for, though. I mean, it's not like, you know, this is over. There's a lot of money left. And, again, you have lane 51, the tough lane.
Truitt is open right off the bat, and we'll see, of course, how Rowe returns to action as he lost to Buchan 217 to 166.
throwing a different ball this match than he did his first match.
Well, he made the right decision, it looks like.
Going much straighter than he was in his first match with a ball that probably hooks less. You can see he's closer to the fourth arrow before he was in between fourth and fifth, and he's that ball was just high flush.
This is his 5th high roller event. The man from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Well, we have the Contour Power Grips 300 game bonus, $10,000. Update you on some of the results from the sweepers. Vogelsang, who won $100,000 here last winter. Bill Hoffman, a very talented young man from Ohio. Truitt shot on the way. He gets them all. Mike Triniski, Chris Barnes, Pat Healy Jr. Those are some rather famous names in the game these days.
Yes, sir. Larry Barwick, ex-tour player.
Truitt righting himself here. Our consolation match continues in just a few moments.
It's not whether you win or lose. It's whether you win.
The meek may inherit the earth, but they'll never bowl a perfect game.
Yes, you too can be part of the most exciting amateur bowling competition. It's the High Roller Tournament with an incredible $200,000 first place prize. And that's not all. With the many sweeper events, who knows how much you can win. For information on how you can be part of this thrilling event, and for dates, entry fees, and eligibility requirements for this and all high roller events, call 800-257-6179.
While we were away, Bill Rowe with a strike in the third, a spare in the fourth. Truitt a spare in the fourth, and the lead 22. Truitt, 10-pin.
I wonder if Mike's suffering from the defeat of the last match.
Well, it's a good question, and I'm sure it took a little starch out of him. He was so close to victory. Lost to Neal, 235-233. And there is Cindy Rowe, Bill's wife, a member of Team Canada. Of course, Bill also a member of Team Canada, representing great nation. Uh-oh, that one turned the corner too fast.
Looked like he got a handful in that shot. Like he just hit it too hard.
Left the 6-9. Here it is again.
It just looked like he caught way too much of it, and the ball, I mean, it hooked it like 55 feet instead of about 58 feet where it needed to get right of the head pin and went left of the head pin.
Here's some more sweeper results. Billy Rowe picking up 21,100. And going to get some more here. Kurt Pylon from Michigan. John Wilson, our old friend from Florida there.
Yeah, I know John.
Oh, yeah.
KG veteran.
Bill Rowe leading by 21.
That's a much better shot.
Seems to have figured it out and made the adjustments.
Straighter with a ball that doesn't hook as much.
Mike Truitt down 21 pins. Oh boy.
Well, Mike's just not making good shots like he did the first match.
4, 6, 7, 10. As we look at some more sweeper results, we're going to take a break at this point in the proceedings, and we will return with the finals of this consolation match between Bill Rowe and Mike Truitt. And then, of course, a little later on, our championship match, $200,000 first prize.
Getting the proper feel is important to every bowler. Grip inserts provide you with that proper feeling on every shot. That's why today's top professionals choose only Contour Power Grips. And you should too.
Contour Power Grips, manufactured by the pioneers in the finger grip industry, Pro Sports Systems. More pros choose Contour Power Grips. You should too. Ask your pro shop professional for Contour Power Grips, the grips that legends use.
Welcome to the Showboat Hotel, Casino, and Bowling Center in Las Vegas. Whether you're staying in one of our comfortable remodeled guest rooms, enjoying the fine dining in one of our restaurants, taking in the friendly, bright atmosphere, or bowling on 106 state-of-the-art lanes in America's most famous bowling center, you're sure to enjoy your stay. Be part of the action by calling 1-800-876-VOTE.
Yes, you too can be part of the most exciting amateur bowling competition. It's the High Roller Tournament with an incredible $200,000 first place prize. And that's not all. With the many sweeper events, who knows how much you can win. For information on how you can be part of this thrilling event, and for dates, entry fees, and eligibility requirements for this and all High Roller events, call 800-257-6179.
While we were away, Rowe with strikes in the 7th and 8th. Truitt with a strike in the 8th. The lead is 47. Truitt gets them all. Rowe is maybe second-guessing himself, bowling so much better here in this consolation match after changing balls.
Well, you know, it's tough sometimes. You're practicing, you're trying to read the lanes, and you know, you make a decision on what ball you're going to throw, and you shoot 160. Billy's taking a re-rack here and putting some tape in his ball. Tighten the thumb hole up a little bit. You know, he's probably wondering, you know, what if I would have thrown this ball and tried to go a little straighter, but you know, that's the game.
Well, he certainly has figured things out.
Obviously, much better reaction.
And that's the mark of a champion, the opportunity in the consolation to win $50,000 and recoup a little bit and to make the adjustments. I'm sure he did some soul searching after that first match.
Oh, absolutely. He went over to the practice pair and you know, knew what he had to do to get the job done, and that was the mindset he had coming into this match.
And this match is over. And it is Billy Rowe of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, who will finish third, pulling down $50,000. Mike Truitt of Rockford, Illinois, finishing fourth, $25,000.
Not a bad week's work for 25 grand worth.
No, indeed. And Truitt will be rushing back to Rockford to be on duty at the fire station tomorrow morning.
I think I'd rather bowl than be a fireman. That sounds like a tough job.
Well, it is a tough job, and he tries to make it all work and does. .242 for Bill Rowe.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. He threw some other ball on his fill shot. I don't really know why, but yeah.
Well, it wasn't important, was it, as it turned out, of course, but very disappointing loss for Truitt to Neal. A 2-pin loss, 235 to 233. But a nice performance by Mike Truitt. He's defeated here 242 to 185. Our championship match, Shannon Buchan will go against David Neal, and we will be back to see who wins the $200,000 first prize in this 15th annual High Roller. That's coming up in a moment.
Discover the defensive training secrets of America's finest baseball school in an exciting videotape. Baseball World's Defensive Drills video features professional scout and instructor Tommy Mansky and the same revolutionary new training techniques that have produced Baseball World's back-to-back-to-back AAU national championship teams. The Defensive Drills video vastly improves players' arm strength, running speed, quickness, agility, and infield and outfield defensive skills. Even coaches practice organization. Lou Pavlovich Jr., editor of Collegiate Baseball magazine, calls it a masterpiece, the best defensive drill video ever produced. Many professional players are excited about this videotape. Just ask Atlanta Braves superstar Fred McGriff.
This is the instructional video that gets results.
Baseball World's Defensive Drills video makes a great gift and benefits players of all ages and ability levels. To order your copy for only $29.95, have your credit card ready and call toll-free. 1-800-352-2121. 352-2121.
It really worked for me.
Tired of cheap substitutes? Well, hang on. It's Prime World Championship Wrestling. The real deal. The biggest hands and body slams and faces only a mother could love. Catch the action Monday on this regional sports network.
Brad Edelman, the tournament director of the High Roller, joins us, and well, it's been action central here for 10 days.
It has, Jay, as usual. No disappointments here. Of course, the money, very big factor in these amateur bowlers coming out to Las Vegas to spend a good week with us. And the money, of course, the big factor, but the bowling, the competition has been incredible. Just interesting matches from the get-go.
You and your staff have a tremendous logistical problem really behind the scenes.
A lot of games bowled in the last 10 days and a lot of control on our part. Glad for computers.
I'll bet you are glad for computers. Brad, this event continues to grow. It has really turned into one of the most exciting bowling events anywhere in the world.
We feel the same, Jay. We're thrilled. This is our 6th consecutive year paying out in excess of $2 million. Entries may fluctuate up and down from year to year, but the prize money is still staggering.
Well, we're glad to be here and to have the opportunity to present the excitement to the folks on Prime. And the excitement now will accelerate as young Shannon Buchan goes up against David Neal. $200,000. First prize. Contour Power Grips has an extra $10,000 for a 300 game here. Buchan has it on the way, and he can do it.
Kind of right where he left off. You know, I was curious to see what would happen. He had to wait 2 matches before this title match, and David Neal only had to wait 1 match. You know, the lanes tend to change during the course of a couple of games, and see how that affects Buchan. Or Buchan.
Buchan is correct. And David Neal is ready. That's a fine start for Neal. Thelma Norm Edelman, tournament founders, the High Rollers, their son Brad, of course, and all the folks here at the Showboat Hotel, Casino, and Bowling Center. This is the 15th annual High Roller, and it just seems to be getting better and better and better. A little surprising that we have Neal and Buchan here in the finals. They had lesser experience than Rowe and Truitt. 7-pin. B. Goodwin, Fran Deacon, who just do a tremendous job as the managers of this marvelous facility. The Showboat, a tradition-steeped place, so much bowling history here over the years. 106 lanes in this facility.
Oh, a little closer than he would have liked, but it went. So
just held on, huh?
Yeah, these two guys were probably the two least likely to be here out of the four we had, with all the experience and from Bill Rowe and Mike Truitt. Nevertheless, they're here.
That's a little high.
That was a little Brooklyn, is what that was. That was left.
Chet and Carol Henzer, tournament officials, and Chet involved with getting all the checks out. He's just a sensational fella, outstanding person.
Match is all even.
Buchan and Neal.
Sure is a lot of money.
$200,000 first prize, $100,000 for second. Buchan playing in his first Mega Buck event ever. Neal has been here before last year.
That's trouble.
Big trouble.
Pinch, got it a pinch right.
1, 2, 8, 10.
Hits that flood. As you can see right here, that was almost over the first arrow, and it's flooded out there. Object here is to slide the head pin over into the 10-pin. Like that.
Oh my! Just went right around it.
Yeah, that's right. That's the way you shoot it. And obviously, like I said, get the head pin to slide into the 10, and sometimes you get that really bad break where it goes right around the 10-pin.
.235 high game. Neal leading by 15.
Let's see if David takes advantage of the situation. He's struck, I think, almost every ball on lane 52. 6 for 6 on this lane.
7 for 7. The lead is 15 for Neal.
Yeah, the winner of the eventual winner is going to be the guy that figures out what he has to do on lane 51. David Neal gets the finish on that lane.
Ten-pin.
Pretty good shot there. It's a ringing 10 where the 6 goes. Pretty good shot right around the second arrow. This ball starts biting, and you watch the 6-pin go up and over or around, or yeah, just a plain bad break. Changes balls to something that goes a little straighter.
Ooh, all right. Pointing to his heart there. Buchan, in case you joined us late, is just 22. Bowling here for $200,000. Student at the University of Northern Iowa. Brooklyn. Yeah, he got it. And not much of a smile. He's shaking his head, but he's very serious right now, and you can't blame him.
This shot's going left, and he gets a great break by striking. But you know, for the first time, you know, we might be seeing a little chink in the armor when he left that wash shot on 51. He kind of sat down and was wiping the sweat off.
Another Brooklyn. Well, hello.
Well, not exactly the way you or I would do it, Jay, but it's a double nonetheless.
Well, certainly not the way I would do it.
Well, that goes without saying.
Neal is up by 5 after the 2 strikes by Buchan. You're watching the championship match of the 15th annual High Roller event from the Showboat in Las Vegas. This capping off over $200 million in prize, or $2 million in prize money. More than 1,200 bowlers have been here, and a strike for Neal.
Absolutely perfect on lane 52. 7 for 7.
I think he's 8 for 8 now.
8 for 8.
That's right, 8 for 8 now. Neal leading by 5. Well, that's a very tough break. He's got the 4, 6, 7, 9, 10 down there.
The Greek church or grandma's teeth. This ball looks pretty good, and then all of a sudden bites the lane and goes right through the face, leaving he knows that it's going high, and there's not a lot he can do about it once it's left his hand. The important thing here is to get the count. You go for the 3 on the right and regroup.
It's interesting, the ebb and flow of this match. Will it be Buchan? Will it be Neal? We'll be back.
What could make your tomorrow better than today? A promotion? A great paying job? A new career? Well, the successful future you've always dreamed of could be right around the corner if you call ICS today. At ICS, more than 10 million men and women have prepared for new careers without setting foot inside a classroom. And now, at home in your spare time, you can get your diploma or your degree. Choose from any one of these courses. High school, TV VCR repair, computer programming, electrician, animal care specialist, auto mechanics, PC repair, medical transcriptionist, legal assistant, medical office assistant, learning the personal computer, dental assistant, electronics, or get your degree. You can major in business management or accounting. Make this important call right now.
Call now for the free information Jackie Zeman spoke about. Then decide if you want to train at home for a better career to make more money. Call 1-800-889-6600. There is absolutely no obligation. Call now for free career information.
I've had a computer for a couple of years now, but to be honest, I didn't see what all the fuss was about. Then I got America Online. Now I use it all the time. It makes my life easier. Watch. Use email to send messages to family and friends. Point and click your way around the internet with America Online's great new web browser. And there's more. Scan hundreds of magazines, get sports scores, enjoy hobbies, even shop online. So call this toll-free number and get everything you need to make your life easier and more fun.
Shannon Buchan leads by 9. 6th frame of this championship match of the High Roller.
Last 2 shots, very marginal. See if he's regrouped.
Outstanding. And a sweat on that brow.
He's regrouped. That's definitely where you want to throw him.
He's up by 19.
That was known as the high hard one.
This young man may be only 22 years old, but he's a bulldog out there.
Oh, yeah. Bulldog right on that pork chop.
I'm telling you, he's working. Well, you've said it time and time again. 51's the problem area.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's real, that lane's real touchy. He gets a good break, only leaving the 3-6. However, this bear is choppable. That ball is right around the 9th board, and it still drifts high. Touchy lane. Good conversion, though.
Neal is 3 for 3 on 52. 0 for 3 on 51. Well, that points out what you've been referring to. Neal trailing by 17 pins. Now he's got to dig down deep. Oh, the 10 wouldn't go.
Pretty good shot. He's going to switch to a harder ball and throw this one straighter. This ball just finishes just a pinch late. Leaves the weak 10. Not a bad shot, though.
It's the first time that he has not struck on 52. Slipped a little bit there, just at the foul line.
This is the shot here. I mean, he went Greek church the last frame on this lane. It's the tougher of the two lanes again. And, I mean, if he's going to win this match, he's got to figure out what to do on lane 51.
Talking to himself, this probably, at this point in the proceedings for Neal, the most important shot of this match.
That's left in trouble.
Looking up at the scoreboard.
Unfortunately, he didn't get the good break of strike, and when he crossed over, he left the 6-pin. Easy spare for him to convert, though.
All right. Now we're back to Buchan. Reminds me a little bit of Tony Westlake.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got that same look. Let's see what kind of maple moxie he's got here.
Yeah.
He can really take control of this match. He's got a hook.
Well, we had the Super Bowl high roller here, and Vogelsang looked like he was beaten. And then there was a problem in that match. His opponent, and he ended up leaving an opening, and Vogelsang was able to win. Dichenko into a couple of very, very tough shots. Stopped his bid for the championship here last winter. Shannon Buchan by 15.
Now, Shannon's ball now isn't even hooking. I mean, it looks like it's just going straight for 60 feet. Frame before last misses the head pin. Ball looked like it backed up, and this shot here, it goes light again.
He has the 2-5.
Yeah, he chopped that spare earlier. This time, no sweat, though. Just straight and hard.
All the sweat's on his forehead.
Yeah.
He is really, really perspiring, and you can't blame him. And Neal trails by 13 pins. He's working on the spare.
I'm sweating just thinking about who's going to win 200,000.
Well, Neal can strike out for 205.
And that would cause Buchan to double in the 10th.
His foot down on the approach.
It's like a bull getting ready to charge here.
Oh boy!
It's amazing how much adrenaline you can get for 200,000 worth. It's pretty simple. He needs 2 in the 10th here.
The lead is 13 for Buchan. Neal can cut that to 3 with a strike. The youngster from Iowa. Looking up at the scoreboard. This is a good old-fashioned stem winder here.
This is a great match here. It's coming down to the 10th frame. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Struck out in the last match on 51, and how about it?
Wow, this guy is impressive. This guy's, he's moved left on the lane, going a little bit deeper, and that ball is just dead flush. Look at those eyes. He knows it.
Boy.
And he's thinking, let me get one more, some good count, and let me sit down and watch this guy try to throw 2 in the 10th at me for 200 grand.
A strike here would force a double for Shannon. Buchan just looking around at some of his friends and saying, what can I do about that?
Hello! That's like the biggest break I've ever seen. This ball, he gets it a little further left with not as much hand, and he's got 5 pins standing up, and all of a sudden, something hits the 2-pin, and what a colossal break. Oh, my.
He can hardly believe it. Look at the excitement.
Unbelievable.
All right, now this crowd quieting down.
Anywhere on the lane is good. That's real good.
What a finish. Incredible. 205 for David Neal.
Incredible. That kind of money.
And now Buchan needs 2 strikes and 8 pins to win. How quickly the momentum turned in this one. Now let's see if the young man from Iowa can get back into it. Well, David Neal, $200,000 here in Vegas. The man from Kansas City. And a tremendous performance by young Shannon Buchan, 205, 185. Buchan pulls down 100,000, but there is Neal being congratulated, and what a fabulous comeback.
It was absolutely terrific. You know, he did what he had to do on the tough lane. He got it done, and he deserves it. $200,000. Wow. It's that great break when he tripped the 2-pin forward.
We will be back to talk with David Neal. Wonder what he's going to do with all this money.
Absolute power corrupts. Abso-freaking-lutely!
It's not enough to love the game. You gotta love to win.
Don't roll with the punches. Throw them.
to be part of the most exciting amateur bowling competition. It's the High Roller Tournament with an incredible $200,000 first place prize. And that's not all. With the many sweeper events, who knows how much you could win. For information on how you can be part of this thrilling event, and for dates, entry fees, and eligibility requirements for this and all High Roller events, call 800-257-6179.
The High Roller is brought to you by Brunswick. Bowling is sold on Brunswick worldwide. By the Showboat Hotel, Casino, and Bowling Center. Make plans to stay at the all-new Showboat on your next visit to Las Vegas. By Contour Power Grips, the pioneers of the finger grip industry. More pros choose Contour Power Grips. You should too. And by the High Roller. For the best in Megabucks events, choose the High Roller Tournament Series. There is our champion, David Neal. And David, tremendous in your first match, 4 strikes to win. And in the championship match at the end, 4 strikes to win. Remarkable work.
Well, trying to make good shots, and the lanes were beginning to change a little bit, but just a little luck involved.
Well, a little talent, too, I would think, huh?
Well, a little bit, not much, just a little luck.
Are you ready to receive the trophy and then the check, huh?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Art McKee of Brunswick.
Thank you, Jay. David, on behalf of everyone at Brunswick, I am proud to present to you, as the man, only one out of near 1,200 entries to win 11 straight matches, this year's championship trophy.
There it is. All right. And now, Jack Cook of Showboat, he'll slide that check right into that trophy for you.
David, great clutch shooting. I don't think there was much luck involved those last 2 frames. On behalf of Showboat, Brunswick, and the High Roller, here's a check for $200,000.
Caloric intake. You can do anything you want to do if you do it one step at a time. I'm Victoria Johnson, and we'll see you next